Imagine for a moment two people, Ana and Carlos. Both grew up in the same middle-class neighborhood, attended the same schools, and graduated from university in the same year. 10 years later, their lives are completely different. Ana lives in a beautiful house, runs her own successful business, and travels the world. Carlos, on the other hand, still struggles to make ends meet, lives in a small rented apartment, and feels trapped in an endless cycle of debt. What made the difference in their destinies? The answer is clear: their mindset. According to a recent study from Harvard University, 85% of our financial success comes from our mindset and social skills, while only 15% comes from technical knowledge. This means that your way of thinking influences your wealth more than any college degree or specific skill. In this video, we will explore the top 15 distinctions between a rich mindset and a poor mindset. But that's not all. We will also provide practical and effective tools to transform your mindset. Are you ready? Let's begin. Attitude towards learning and personal development. Poor mindset. For many with this perspective, learning ends with formal education. Carlos, our previous example, believes he has already paid his university dues and now just wants to do his job and get paid. He sees additional learning as a burden, something that consumes his leisure or rest time. According to a study by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, 33% of low-income adults do not read a single book in an entire year. This resistance to continuous learning severely limits their opportunities for growth and financial improvement. Rich mindset. In contrast, people with a rich mindset see learning as an investment in themselves. Anna, for example, dedicates an hour a day to reading books on business, finance, or personal development. She frequently attends seminars and online courses to stay updated in her field. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in the world, attributes much of his success to his reading habits. It is known that he spends 80% of his day reading and reflecting. As he himself said, knowledge accumulates like compound interest. Practical action. Start your own wealth study plan. Choose a book on finance or personal development and commit to reading 20 pages a day. In just 2 weeks, you'll have finished a whole book. Additionally, subscribe to financial podcasts and listen to them during your commute. New knowledge and financial success. The perception of money and the scarcity mindset are essential aspects of financial success. For many people with a scarcity mindset, money is merely a means of survival. They see money as something limited and difficult to obtain. Carlos, for example, views his salary as something that should be spent immediately on necessities and occasional comforts. His motto is, "Money goes as fast as it comes." This mindset is reflected in concerning statistics. According to the Federal Reserve of the United States, 40% of Americans would struggle to handle an emergency without going into debt. This reveals a lack of planning and a short-term view of money. In contrast, wealthy individuals see money as a tool to generate more value and opportunities. Anna, for instance, doesn't just think about spending her money. She considers how to make it work for her. She understands that money can generate more money through smart investments. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, expresses this idea as follows: the poor and the middle class work for money. The rich make money work for them. Practical action. Change your perspective on money. Instead of viewing your next paycheck merely as a means to pay bills, ask yourself, how can I use a portion of this amount to generate more in the future? Start by setting aside even a small percentage of 5 to 10% of your earnings for investments or to start a side business. Remember, it's not about how much you have, but how you use it. Attitude toward risk and uncertainty. People with a scarcity mindset often fear risk and uncertainty. Carlos, for example, prefers to stay in his current job, even though he doesn't like it, because it provides him with a sense of security. The idea of starting a business or making a significant investment seems terrifying to him. This aversion to risk is supported by data. A study from the University of California found that low-income individuals are 47% less likely to take financial risks than those with higher incomes. In contrast, The wealthy see risk as a necessary part of growth and success. Anna understands that every investment involves risk, but also opportunity. She doesn't fear failure. Instead, she considers it a valuable lesson. Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, said, "The biggest risk is not taking any risk." In a rapidly changing world, the only strategy that guarantees failure is avoiding risks. Practical action. Start familiarizing yourself with calculated risk. Identify a small investment you can make. A parallel project. Investigate in detail a project that interests you. Evaluate potential outcomes, both favorable and unfavorable, and take a step forward. Remember, it's not about acting recklessly, but being willing to step out of your comfort zone for a greater benefit. Focus on solutions rather than problems. Scarcity mindset. The scarcity mindset often fixates on challenges and barriers. Carlos, when facing financial difficulties, frequently complains and seeks justifications like, "The economy is tough," or "I never have luck." These phrases are common in his vocabulary. A study from the University of St. Thomas revealed that individuals who focus on problems have 31% less chance of achieving their financial goals. Abundance mindset. The wealthy, on the other hand, concentrate on solutions. When Anna faces a challenge, her first question is, "How can I solve this?" She sees problems as opportunities to innovate and grow. Elon Musk, known for tackling seemingly impossible challenges, stated, "I believe it's possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary." His focus on solutions propelled him to revolutionize various industries. Practical action. Next time you encounter a financial challenge, instead of complaining, grab a piece of paper and list 5 possible solutions. It doesn't matter if they seem impractical at first. This exercise will train your mind to seek opportunities instead of barriers. Remember, every problem has a solution, and your mission is to find it. Saving and investment habits. Individuals with a scarcity mindset often live paycheck to paycheck, spending everything they earn. Carlos, for instance, believes saving is unfeasible because he barely covers his bills. When he receives a raise or extra money, he immediately spends it on luxuries or entertainment. This mindset is reflected in alarming statistics. According to a Go Banking Rates report, 69% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings, making them vulnerable to emergencies and unable to seize investment opportunities. The wealthy, in contrast, prioritize saving and investing. Anna lives within her means and automatically sets aside 20% of her income for savings and investments before spending in other areas. Warren Buffett summarizes this mindset. Do not save what is left after spending. Spend what is left after saving. Practical action 2. Start with the 1% challenge. This week, save 1% of your income. Next week, increase that percentage. Increase your savings to 2% and maintain that pace until you reach a comfortable savings level, ideally 20% or more. Use the automatic transfer feature from your checking account to a savings account on the day you receive your salary. Remember, the habit of saving is more crucial than the amount at the beginning. As Buffett once mentioned, the best investment you can make is in yourself. Attitude towards time. The scarcity mindset leads many to see time as something to be wasted. Carlos, for example, spends hours each day watching TV or aimlessly scrolling through social media. He views free time as an opportunity for unproductive idleness. A study by Newson revealed that the average American watches more than 4 hours of TV daily, which amounts to over 2 months a year wasted in front of a screen. The wealthy, on the other hand, see time as their most precious resource. Anna carefully plans her day, ensuring that every hour contributes to her long-term goals. Even her leisure time is structured to be productive, whether by reading, learning a new skill, or networking. As Jim Rohn, a businessman and motivational author, said, "Time is more valuable than money. You can earn more money, but you cannot regain more time." Practical action. Conduct a time audit over a week and record how you use each hour of the day. At the end of the week, analyze how much time you dedicated to activities that bring you closer to your financial goals and how much time was wasted. Identify at least 2 hours a day that you can redirect to productive activities such as learning, financial planning, or skill enhancement. Remember, time is your most precious resource. Invest it wisely. Networking and relationships. People with a scarcity mindset often limit themselves to their immediate circle. Carlos, for instance, mainly socializes with coworkers and childhood friends, viewing networking as something fake or intimidating. This limitation in connections can have a significant impact. According to a LinkedIn study, 85% of jobs are obtained through networking. By restricting their network, people with a scarcity mindset close themselves off to countless opportunities. The wealthy recognize the power of connections. Anna constantly seeks to expand her network by attending industry events, joining professional groups, and seeking mentors. She sees each new connection as a potential opportunity or source of knowledge. As Porter Gale, an author and entrepreneur, said, "Your network is your net worth." Practical action. Challenge yourself to expand your network. Commit to meeting one new person who is important to your financial goals each week. This can be done through LinkedIn, local events, or even by asking for introductions from your current contacts. Remember, each new connection is a potential opportunity for new possibilities. Attitude toward financial education. Poor mindset. Many people with a scarcity mindset view financial education as boring or overly complex. Carlos, for example, avoids reading about investments or financial planning because he believes it's not for him. He is satisfied with the basic financial knowledge he learned in school. This lack of interest in financial education has consequences. According to a FINRA study, only 34% of Americans can correctly answer 4 out of 5 fundamental questions about personal finance. Rich mindset. The wealthy, on the other hand, see financial education as a vital investment. Anna regularly dedicates time to learn about various investment strategies, tax planning, and economic trends. She understands that the more she knows about money, the better she can make it work for her. Benjamin Franklin perfectly sums this up. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Practical action. Start your financial education journey. Today, choose one financial concept you've always wanted to understand, such as compound interest, index funds, or diversification, and spend 30 minutes researching it. Use free resources online, such as YouTube videos or podcasts. Make this a weekly habit. Remember, each new concept you learn gives you more control over your financial future. Perspective on work and income. Poor mindset. People with a scarcity mindset often see work as an unpleasant obligation and their salary as their only source of income. Carlos, for instance, counts the days until the weekend and views his job merely as a way to pay the bills. This mentality restricts opportunities for financial growth. According to a Bankrate study, only 27% of Americans have an additional source of income apart from their primary job. Rich mindset. The wealthy view work as an opportunity to create value and constantly seek ways to diversify their income sources. Anna, for example, not only strives to excel in her main job, but has also developed several passive income streams through investments and side businesses. Tony Robbins, a renowned life and finance coach, states, "The key to wealth is not having a single source of income, but multiple sources of income." Practical action. Identify a skill you possess that can be monetized outside your main job. It could be something as simple as teaching a language online, creating digital content, or offering consulting services in your area of expertise. Set aside 5 hours a week to develop this new income source. Remember, each new income stream brings you closer to financial autonomy. Attitude toward debt. Poor mindset. Many people with a limited mindset view debt as a tool to acquire what they want in the moment, without considering long-term consequences. Carlos, for example, frequently uses his credit card for impulsive purchases, and sees having debt as normal. This mindset is alarmingly common. According to the Federal Reserve, the average debt of American households exceeds $5,000, including mortgages, student loans, and credit cards. Rich mindset. Wealthy individuals, on the other hand, understand the distinction between good debt, which generates income or appreciates in value, and bad debt, which depreciates. Anna, for example, avoids consumer debt and uses credit only for investments that can provide returns greater than the cost of the debt. Personal finance expert Dave Ramsey expresses it this way: debt is a tool, like a scalpel in the hands of a surgeon, which can save lives. In the hands of a murderer, it can take them away. Practical action. Take an inventory of all your debts and classify them into good, like a mortgage on an investment property or a loan for a profitable business, and bad, like credit card debt and personal loans. Develop a plan to eliminate all bad debts as quickly as possible, starting with the highest interest rate. Simultaneously, educate yourself on how to use debt intelligently for future investments. Abundance mindset versus scarcity mindset. Poor mindset. People with a limited mindset often act from a perspective of scarcity. Carlos, for example, believes that for him to win, someone else has to lose. He sees opportunities as limited and fears that others will take the little he has. This scarcity mindset can be paralyzing. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology revealed that individuals with a scarcity mindset are 35% less likely to take calculated risks that could improve their financial situation. Rich mindset. The wealthy, in contrast, operate from an abundance mindset. Anna believes that opportunity is for everyone and that the success of others does not reduce her own chances of success. This mindset motivates her to cooperate more, share knowledge, and seek mutually beneficial situations. Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, wrote that an abundance mindset stems from a deep sense of internal value and personal security. It is the paradigm that there is enough for everyone. Practical action. Practice gratitude daily. Each morning, write down 3 things you are grateful for in your financial life, no matter how small. This will help you recognize the abundance that already exists in your life. Additionally, when faced with an opportunity, ask yourself, how can I make this benefit not only me, but also others? This perspective of abundance will open new doors and collaborations. Attitude toward failure. The scarcity mindset causes those who possess it to view failure as something definitive and shameful. Carlos, for example, avoids taking risks or trying new things out of fear of failure. If something doesn't go as planned, he interprets it as confirmation of his inability. This fear of failure is a significant barrier to financial growth. According to a study from the University of Michigan, fear of failure is the main reason 33% of people do not start a business. Wealth mindset. The wealthy, on the other hand, see failure as an opportunity for learning and growth. Anna understands that each failure brings her closer to success, as long as she learns from the experience. She does not fear trying new things because she knows that each attempt, successful or not, makes her wiser and more capable. Thomas Edison, one of the most prolific inventors in history, said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Practical action. Adopt the failure rule. Challenge yourself to fail at least once a month in something related to your finances. It could be asking for a raise, suggesting a business idea, or making a small investment. After each failure, write down 3 lessons you learned. Each failure brings you closer to success if you extract the right lessons. Spending habits. People with a scarcity mindset tend to be impulsive consumers. Carlos, for example, buys items to feel good in the short term, without considering the long-term impact on his finances. He often falls into the trap of acquiring things he doesn't need with money he doesn't have, just to appear better and not feel inferior to others. This behavior is alarmingly common. According to a study by Leak Deals, the average American spends $5,400 a year on shopping. Rich versus poor mindset. The wealthy, in contrast, are tactical consumers. Anna meticulously analyzes each significant purchase, weighing its long-term value and how it aligns with her financial goals. She isn't swayed by trends or status, but invests in items she truly appreciates or that can enhance her wealth. Warren Buffett, known for his frugality, said, "If you buy things you don't need, soon you will have to sell things you need." Practical action. Adopt the 24-hour rule for all unnecessary purchases. Before making a purchase, wait 24 hours. If, after that period, you still believe it's a valuable acquisition, proceed. This simple delay can significantly reduce impulsive buying. Additionally, before each purchase, ask yourself, how does this contribute to my long-term financial goals? Perception of time in relation to money. The scarcity mindset often focuses on immediate gratification. Carlos, for instance, rarely reflects on how his current financial choices will impact his future in 5, 10, or 20 years. This short-term view can lead to severe consequences. A study from the University of Oregon found that individuals who prioritize short-term gains are 43% less likely to have retirement savings. Rich mindset. Wealthy individuals, on the other hand, maintain a long-term perspective regarding money. Anna understands the power of compound interest and how small choices today can have a significant effect in the future. She is willing to forego some immediate desires for greater financial security and freedom later on. Albert Einstein supposedly stated, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it." Practical action. Conduct the 10-year exercise. Take a sheet of paper and draw 2 columns. In the first, note your current financial habits, spending, saving, investing. In the second, describe where you will be financially in 10 years if you maintain those habits. Then, identify a small change you can make today, such as saving an additional $100 a month, and calculate how this would affect your situation in 100 years. This exercise will help you visualize the long-term impact of your current financial decisions. Attitude towards financial responsibility. The scarcity mindset often leads individuals to attribute external factors to their financial situation. Carlos, for example, blames the economy, his boss, or bad luck for his financial problems. This mindset makes him feel he has no control over his financial situation. This lack of personal responsibility can be a considerable obstacle to achieving prosperity. It's more common than one might think. A survey by the National Foundation for Financial Education revealed that 63% of adults attribute their financial problems to external factors. In contrast, the fortunate take full responsibility for their financial situation. Anna understands that while there are external elements that can impact her decisions, her actions are the most crucial factor for her financial success. This mindset provides a sense of empowerment and control over her economic future. Jack Canfield, author of The Success Principles, summarizes it. "You are responsible for your life. You can't keep blaming someone else for your condition. It's surprising to have a problem and realize that you can solve it." Practical action. Conduct a financial responsibility audit for a week. Whenever you face a financial challenge or decision, ask yourself, what was my role in creating this situation, and what can I do to improve it? Record your reflections. At the end of the week, review your notes and identify patterns. This exercise will help you transition from a victim mentality to one of financial empowerment. The most crucial lesson is that mindset is not immutable. It can be changed and improved with conscious effort and ongoing practice. Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that requires patience and persistence. However, every small step you take toward a wealth mindset will bring you closer to the financial freedom you desire. Start today. Choose 1 or 2 practical actions and commit to implementing them in your daily routine. Over time, you'll notice how your perspective on money, success, and your own potential begins to shift. As Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. So, choose to believe that you can. Opt for a wealth mindset. Your financial future depends on it. Are you ready to take the first step toward your financial transformation? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step today. If this video brought you value, like and share it with someone who might benefit from this message. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more strategies to help you achieve your financial goals. Thank you, and see you next time.